Welcome to the Nifty Chicks. In this episode of NFTutorials, we are chatting with Libation Labs, who have an NFT collection launching July 27th on the Flow blockchain. We chat with Natalie Bettinelli, Senior Community Manager of Libation Labs, Inc., parent company of Cuvee Collective, the first members-only wine NFT club. We talk all things wine NFTs, the benefits and utility with being a holder, their upcoming launch, and why they decided to launch on the Flow blockchain. Let's do this. Welcome to the show. This week we have Natalie Bettinelli, who is the Senior Community Manager for Libation Labs, which is the parent company of the Cuvee collection, which I'm super excited about because it is it's the first members only wine NFT club. And we all know how much I love wine. So welcome to the Nifty Chicks, Natalie. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this crazy world of NFTs.
Yeah, thank you for having me. So I just joined Cuvee Collective about 3 months ago. The project started in January, so relatively still pretty new. And it's my first job in the wine, well, not in the wine industry, but in the NFT industry for sure, and Web3 industry for sure. Previously, I was an intelligence officer in the Navy and have a communications background, got a master's in communications from USC. I finished that in December. And so here I am. I found myself in wine and in Web3, which was really fun for me because I wanted to find something in both the tech world and the wine industry. And this was kind of the perfect intersection of that. So yeah, that's how I wound up as a community manager.
That's amazing. Wow. And for so many of us and our listeners, we're by and large, new to the Web3 space. And a lot of it's just super confusing and hard to grasp. I'd be curious to hear kind of from you what your experience was when someone initially likely, reached out to you, says so there's these NFTs, these things called NFTs, and we want to join that with wine. Talk about your experience of really understanding what NFTs are and what the Web3 space is.
Yeah, I'm still learning. It's only been 3 months, so it's been a very steep learning curve. And we all know that when you first start a job, it's already a steep learning curve, just figuring out the processes and the procedures and kind of what's going on. But not only that, but it was a startup. It's a startup. And also it's this new industry that everyone's trying to figure out and kind of grasp what this technology looks like long-term. So it's been a crazy wild ride. Honestly, the first time I was like, oh, this sounds so cool. I'm very interested in what you guys are doing. Bringing tech to the wine industry is something I think is needed for sure. But, with Web3 and blockchain technology, there's a steep learning curve for everybody, especially people in the wine industry or really any industry, but the wine industry where you don't have, you have barely any adoption of even Web2 principles. So asking them to, adopt Web3 is kind of a steep educational climb that we have to, that we're working on. But for me, honestly, I knew a tiny bit about crypto, Web3, blockchain. But I started Googling and asking all the questions and trying to learn as quickly as possible because I knew that if I was going to take this role, I had to learn all the things. I didn't even know what Discord was. So, for me to jump into that and try to figure out Discord and what is blockchain and how are people using it and what does it mean? I'm still learning a lot. I think everyone is learning a lot. I think if anyone says that they're not and they got it under control, that they don't know what they're talking about.
So true. So
yeah.
true.
I can only imagine. I mean, I've spent time at vineyards and different wineries and that sort of thing. And some of them are so old school that they're, I've been members of wine clubs where it's still on pen and paper. They're writing everything down, whether or not you collect your wine of the month or whatever it is. And so I can only imagine trying to get them into Web3 would be quite the challenge.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of wineries they're small family-owned businesses. There's not a ton of corporations here. So, in the Napa Sonoma Valley, specifically. So, when we're talking to them, like, a lot of people don't even have updated websites, or,
Right.
don't really understand how to use like QR codes and like Instagram and social media marketing. And so, we're starting to see the adoption of those things, but asking them to understand, Web3 and blockchain, and what an NFT wine club could do for them, and how we could reach a new consumer and bring them, into this like really cool space. It's a very steep educational learning curve for them. So we're working on how to best talk about that, and how to educate, both wine consumers and the wine industry as a whole on kind of like what we're doing. So
Very cool.
but it's been good, because then I can learn too,
Right. Yeah, we're all learning. Everyone, like you said,
We're all learning.
even those who say like I've got it, they don't got it. They don't got it.
They don't got it. No.
And
No.
so one thing that I'm so excited, because
Mhm.
Minty Cell and I, we both have an obsession with wine and an obsession with NFTs. So you have just married two of our favorite things.
Very favorite things.
So I want to hear kind of like, what is Cuvee Collective, and like why should people be excited about it? People specifically, like, why should we be excited about it? We already know.
Yeah.
Tell everyone.
Okay. Yeah. So Cuvee Collective is our first project. Our parent company is Libation Labs. And so our first project is Cuvee Collective, and it's a wine NFT club. And what that means is we are partnering with 25 wineries in the Napa Valley and Sonoma Valley, and creating collections of NFTs for each winery. So they're really cool, family-owned, some of them boutique wineries that, have really cool offerings, and we're working individually with them to curate really unique benefits for NFT holders. So, for example, if you purchase a NFT from one of the collections, which would be attached to one specific winery in the area, you would be you'd be able to tap into those benefits that they're offering. So some wineries, for example, are creating really unique off-menu wine tasting experiences. Some are bottling like full barrels of wine for our own NFT members. Some are doing private tours, and we're also working on digital experiences. So it's not just in-person experiences. If you're not in the area or don't have access or availability to come up to the Napa Sonoma Valley, you can access, your private wine allocations that aren't even available to their own club members. So just really unique curated events or benefits or experiences that are only for wine NFT holders. And also there are only a select amount of NFTs available. So for example, if one of the wineries only wants 50 NFT holders, there's only 50 available for that vintage. So, being one of the 50 people that get this really special allotment of wine, or this really unique experience with the winemaker or the winery owner, is just a really cool offering that we can offer to our NFT holders. We also have a more general NFT called the Collector NFT, and that's what we're launching on Wednesday. So it's like the start or the Genesis NFT, and that gives you access to purchase some of our winery NFTs that we're dropping come this fall. 24 hours in advance before the public, and also other benefits, like we're working on a small EA hotline and a concierge desk and some other really cool, unique things that we'll offer to our wine or our collector NFT holders through our app. So to start the collector NFT, and then this fall, we're launching some collections of wine NFTs with some wineries that will all have really cool, unique benefits. So I hope that makes sense.
That makes total sense. And I think there are going to be people out in the world who don't like wine. Hard to believe, but it's true. And I think one of the things that you just like kind of mentioned as you're going through all these awesome utilities and benefits with the NFT collection is that I like, honestly, Mindy Cell, I'm thinking like if someone gifted me this NFT, like that would be the most incredible gift ever. So, like, even if someone is not a fan of wine, it's likely that they know someone or like love someone who loves wine. And what a perfect gift opportunity.
Yeah. And I think also like what you're saying, Jen, I think that the the value of the NFT is going to be really cool, regardless if you like wine or not, just because they're limited editions. We hired a really amazing artist who did all the artwork especially for the collector NFT they're so unique and they're so beautiful. Additionally, in the future, this is like top secret information. In the future, we're launching, or we would really like to expand to other wine regions around the world and eventually also get into like craft beer or spirits industries. So like our ideas kind of are going like pretty, they're kind of limitless at this point. And if you get a collector NFT, you're going to have first access to a lot of that. Also, we have our secondary marketplace we're launching on Gaia. So you can sell your NFT at any time or gift it. So yeah, lots of utility, lots of cool benefits, not just for the wine lover, although I am a wine lover. So, a little bit of a preference.
Yep. Yeah, I was actually going to ask that question. If you guys, I'm actually traveling to Italy in 2 weeks for the first time ever to Italy.
So Italy is so amazing.
I know. I'm so excited. And part of the reason is because I get to like taste the wine of like the various regions that I'm going to. So I was going to ask, do you have any future like goals of expanding worldwide? So you already answered.
Yeah. So one of our developers, one of our co-founders, we have 3 co-founders. One of them is from Italy, and then our other one is from the UK, but he grew up in Italy and has family in Italy. So one of our future goals would be to explain to the Italian wine regions.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It'd be so cool. Yeah.
So I want to just note that you guys are launching tomorrow.
Yes.
So you have, I thought there was a countdown here in 18 hours, 37 minutes, 37 seconds.
Yes. Our collector NFT, our pre-sale is live right now. So anyone that signed up before July 15th, I believe, has already been able to have access to their collector NFT. And that's going really well. We're very excited about all the people that showed up. Our public sale starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. PST, and we only have 4,000 available, and 500 are reserved for the wine industry. So only 3,500 are available for public sale, minus the ones that were already purchased for pre-sale. So so come get your collector NFT.
That's awesome. One thing I noticed is that you are minting, and correct me if I'm wrong, on the Flow blockchain. And, here on the Nifty Chicks, we talk a lot about kind of the main go-to, like the Ethereum blockchain, Solana, Wax. And so talk to us a little bit about Flow, why you chose them, and like what someone needs to do. I think we're going to actually do a tutorial on how to set it up to get the NFT. But talk to us about like why Flow.
Yeah. So we love Flow. Flow has some really amazing projects going on. I know everyone has heard of these, but CryptoKitties, NBA Top Shot, NFL All Day, just some really awesome projects. And not only are they like a fast upcoming decentralized blockchain, they also have a really amazing, easy to use onboarding for all of their members. So whether it's a project that's launching on Flow or, kind of a newbie to the Web3 trying to figure it out, Flow is so easy to use and so supportive of all the projects. So that was a really big reason why we're launching on Flow. Also, they have a really strong sustainability move where they care a lot about the energy consumption of each mint. And so that was another reason, we're partnering with wineries, and we really care about, the grapes and the vineyards and the earth. And, one of the reasons why we wanted to go with Flow is because they also have, are very aligned in the sustainability values that we hold as a company as well. So that was another reason why we chose Flow. And then just ease of use, which I already touched on, but we're using Dapper Wallet. And for our users and for our target audience, a lot of people in the wine industry haven't ever aren't onboarded into crypto and haven't, minted an NFT before and don't understand, the different wallet uses or what you can do with them and how to kind of connect with them. So for us, it was really important that we had the ability to use crypto and also be able to purchase in US dollars. And so with Flow and with Dapper Wallet, basically anyone can do that. And the onboarding and connecting a Dapper Wallet for me was my first time ever doing it. And it took me 3 minutes and was the easiest process I've ever experienced. And I was able to mint my own NFT without having that, prior knowledge or prior experience of figuring out the wallets and all the things. So for ease of use for our consumers and for our customers, it was so easy. So I think those are like the main few reasons why we chose Flow.
That's awesome. Thank you. And I am going to do a recording, a walkthrough of setting up my Dapper wallet because I haven't done it yet. And Natalie's been asking me for it. But yeah, so I'm going to do a walkthrough of that. And then also we have kind of talked about possibly having someone from Flow come on the show and talk to us about their chain. And like Jen FT mentioned, we have talked about us doing a project and, we're kind of out there shopping for who makes the most sense for us to do our project on. And they are in the running primarily because I talked to you guys and you guys spoke so highly of Flow and, talked about the ease of use and setup and all that good stuff. So
honestly, I can't say enough about how wonderful they've been. They've onboarded us as a team. They've been so responsive and so helpful when we have questions or when we're trying to figure out how to do, whatever we're doing. And so from like a ease of use standpoint and like a marketing standpoint and a communication standpoint, they've been so wonderful. They've welcomed us with open arms into the ecosystem and just really just loved on us as a team and as a project. So I couldn't talk more highly about how wonderful they've been.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So we're doing something fun together. Yeah. We are going to be giving away one of the NFTs that you guys have created. Do you want to share the details of how to sign up and get registered to potentially win?
Yeah. So we're going to give away a collector NFT to one of your guys' members. We'll have our link. We'll send over a link and get that posted on both the Cuvee Collective Twitter and also the Nifty Chicks Twitter. And you guys can sign up using the Gleam link that's posted. And in a couple of days, we'll announce the winner.
Yeah, and we're going to do an easy way for you guys to get registered or go find all the details, and that's at the niftychicks.io/wine NFT.
Perfect.
And we will have the links and everything for you to get signed up there. So that's super exciting that somebody will potentially win one of the NFTs.
Yeah. And we're just like, the community has been so great to us. Everyone has shown up and asked so many questions. So like, feel free to come over to our Discord or our Twitter and ask questions and really engage with us and engage with the community that we're building. It's been so wonderful, and everyone's sharing wine and winery suggestions. So if you like wine and you want to come talk about your favorite Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc or your favorite winery, or ask about, we have, one of our co-founders is from Italy and has some really fun Italian wine suggestions. So come on over. We'd love to have you.
That's amazing. And the website is cuveecollective.com. And how can we stay in touch with you and all things that Cuvee Collective and Libation Labs is doing?
Yeah, so you can, we're most active on Twitter and Discord. We also have an Instagram and a YouTube. We're creating some really fun wine-related content, both on our Instagram and YouTube, just kind of bringing some fun comedy to the wine industry that can otherwise kind of be a little staunchy sometimes. So we're just, trying to break down some barriers and say, wine is super fun and it doesn't have to be pretentious or, kind of uppity. It can be, you can enjoy a really nice bottle of wine and also have fun and be funny and creative. So find us on any of those social channels. But mostly if you want to sign up and get a collector NFT, come to our website and create an account, and the public sale is live tomorrow.
Yay.
Amazing.
And I was also thinking, Jen FT, it seems like we might need to take a trip to Napa because
please come.
Yeah.
Yes. How fun would that be, right?
Yeah, I would personally take you guys around, show you all the good spots. give you a tour of the
amazing.
Valley, all the things.
Yeah, I haven't been to Napa since January 2020 before the, lockdowns and everything. So I would love to get back there and spend some time.
And it's so wonderful. The air, it's so far no fires this year, which has been so great.
Yes.
And harvest is coming. So we're really excited for harvest and all the changing colors and the fresh vintage. So it's going to be great.
Love it.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. And I'm excited about your launch, and I can't wait to see how it goes and be a part of this project going forward.
Yeah, we're so excited. Thank you so much for having us, and please come to Napa and visit.
Yes,
we will.
Definitely.
Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you, guys.
So, Gen FT, I'm so excited about this, and I'm serious about the Napa trip. I really think that we should start planning one. Maybe we go in the spring.
Seriously, I am. You don't need to twist my arm. I've been there once, and I need to get back. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be so much fun. We could have such a great time.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. So I just want to remind everybody to go to the niftychicks.io/wine NFT to get signed up to be entered to win the free NFT, because why wouldn't you want to do that?
Hello. Yeah.
And then, of course, be sure to follow us on YouTube. Like I said, I am going to go ahead and post a short tutorial on there for setting up your Dapper wallet, and you will need that in order to win the NFT. So you want to be sure to follow us on YouTube and be sure to click the bell so you're notified whenever we have a new episode go live.
That's right. And as always, thank you so much for listening to the Nifty Chicks. Always remember, invest in yourself. You are worth it. Please listen carefully to the following disclaimer. Neither the host nor the guests of the Nifty Chicks podcast are acting in the capacity of financial advisors. We wish to remain transparent and impartial to the NFT community at all times, and therefore, the content provided by the Nifty Chicks hosts and guests are intended for general information purposes only. Nothing written or discussed by the Nifty Chicks hosts and guests should be construed or relied upon as investment, financial, legal, regulatory, accounting, tax, or similar advice. Nothing should be interpreted as a solicitation to invest in any cryptocurrency or NFT, and nothing herein should be construed as a recommendation to engage in any investment strategy or transaction. Please be advised that it is in your own best interest to consult with investment, legal, tax, or similar professionals regarding any specific situation and any prospective transaction decisions. You must do your own research when considering investing in cryptocurrencies or NFTs. We are simply sharing our journey with you as we learn more about the world of NFTs. Happy minting.